All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome. We have our second match and last match of the day. This is Maljack versus TheBlazer. And, I forgot to check the standings real quick, but this is the very last match of this group. And, Maljack, are you 1-1?
Yes.
Okay. Maljack is 1-1. TheBlazer is 2-0. So TheBlazer is doing great and is guaranteed to move on. And I think, Maljack, if you win this one, you're guaranteed to move on. But there may be some ties. It's an interesting scenario, I think.
Oh, who won the Amazon and
Amazon won that one.
kind of one? Okay.
So Amazon, I think, is 2-1. So I think you're actually
could
guaranteed.
theoretically have a freeway 2-1 tie.
Okay. Yeah. So I think both you guys are pretty solid, but yeah, we'll see. You guys have been given the first world seed. Your first seed today is a village. It's your village seed. And so with that, we can begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck. Okay. They've been muted, deafened. Yeah, so TheBlazer has basically been destroying the competition, to put it lightly. He does play on a little bit different, what's it called? Dimensions? Resolution. So there are black bars, but I didn't want to stretch it, so we'll have to deal with the black bars. That's the correct resolution for his stream. So yeah, we're going to see a village here. And I'm pretty pumped about TheBlazer. He's been really showing up. Tournament best is a sub 12, one of the best ones we've seen. His PB is a sub 14, and making very few mistakes in this tournament so far. 2-0. So we'll see if he can take the 3-0 sweep in his group.
Yeah, definitely would be a good statement for him going forward into the bracket section. Stomping his group 3-0 would definitely make him somebody that people don't want to match up against going into the bracket.
Yeah. Yeah, Blazer is not a runner I knew anything about before this tournament. We did invites heavily based on the current 116 leaderboard at the time, with a little bit of weight towards previous leaderboard ranking. And TheBlazer was very high up. I think top 10? I'm pretty sure top 10, maybe even top 5. And, streams in a different language. So, a lot of us native English speakers don't tune into Spanish streams a lot. So I didn't know him very much, but his play is speaking for itself, man. Really, really cool runner to watch. So yeah, you want to watch TheBlazer play here. Yeah, Keiko and a brother, exactly. And let me go through my notes real quick in the seed because I haven't done this yet. There is a pretty simple village off spawn. The overworld's kind of boring. There is, I believe, a better buried / shipwreck option, which is further away, but it gives you plenty of stuff. So I actually think they may choose to just go for the buried treasure and shipwreck option instead of the village. You spawn very close to a fortress, and I believe the only bastion option is a treasure bastion, although I see TheBlazer looking at a stables.
He's at a stables.
So who knows? I wrote down treasure, but both players checking out the stables, so we will see.
Yeah, potentially a different area of the fortress makes it more obvious where the treasure is, but looks like both players leaning towards the stables right now, and at the very least from what I've seen on Blazer's side, I'd very much like fortress first. With his entry point, it seems to make a lot of sense. You want to be dropping down onto the fortress, so I'd like to see him getting that out of the way as fast as possible before making the trek over, rather than doing the double back.
Yeah, I like fortress first. Maybe it's because I'm more of an all-around runner. I like 114, 115 a lot. Oh, is Maljack going in survival mode, taking a beating there from those piglins.
Dying to PvE in the scouting phase is not an issue that has particularly been been questioned.
No one has unintentionally died during the scouting phase yet. I've actually been watching for it. Someone got to 2 hearts. No one's actually unintentionally died though. And yeah, I mean, maybe it's the 114 runner in me or something, but I actually prefer blaze fights that are without fire res now. It's just more fun. It's more interesting. I'm so much more comfortable with it because you have to do that in other versions. And so you come up with like different strategies, different blaze setups. There's like 10 different blaze setups that I've seen, and I have my personal favorite, but I find them really fun. And yeah, we see the Blazer checking trades here now. I think they're both at the treasure.
No, I believe that we are still seeing the stables on the side of Blazer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the stables.
Yeah, you're right.
So looks like it's, at least for now, a commitment onto that from him. Do see that Maljack has spotted the treasure. But also due to the fact that he has the Nether portal in close proximity there, makes me think that he is going to do Fortress first, which I am a fan of. Wait, what are those? What is happening?
They're just chill. They're just hanging out. They're doing their piglin dance. Ben, you got a problem with the piglin dance?
I have never seen that.
So this is one of the patch. I was very attentive to the patch notes of 116 because I was looking forward to Bastion. So this is one of the earliest patch note addition to piglins. After they successfully hunt down and kill a hoglin, there's a percentage chance that they initiate a celebration. And so when they wave their arms around like that, they're celebrating after the hunt of killing the hoglin. Little known fact.
Oh,
yeah,
that's actually somehow. I mean, it does involve murder, but that's quite cute. That's quite cool.
That's kind of cute, huh? Yeah, I think the Blazer just checked out this quick fortress, and then this quick. Well, actually, I think the stables is further, so I think he just kind of set on the first bastion he saw, but Maljack taking a look at both bastions and settling on the treasure. That's the one I assumed was the intended bastion. So I don't know if the Blazer's even going to see this other one.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see. I didn't quite catch how the lineup of the treasure is in proximity to the fortress. Maybe something that will not work out in the favor of Blazer. Does get a 2-eye, so we'll only need the 5 rods. But I think at this point, with only 3.5 minutes left, I doubt that we'd see a switch in strategy. He's prepping for the travel over there, and I think it's very likely that he will be traveling there. Like he would. This will be the strategy he sticks with, even if he realizes that there might be a more optimal one.
Yeah, so much time invested into it, you might as well just do it. And yeah, Amazon saying 6 out of 6 rods poggies in chat. Those look like really good rates. I didn't check it exactly, but it did kind of look like 6 out of 6, which someone brought up, I forgot who it was before, that the better the Blazer rate drops, the more they're convinced to do Fortress first. Which, now that I think about it, I do agree with. Because, yeah, if it's 6 for 6, or I only need 5 and it's 5 for 5, I don't even have to mine out the spawner, dude. That's like 2 waves, maybe go 1 spawner then the next, couple strays. Yeah, I agree. With high Blazer rate drops, absolutely Fortress first, and they spawn close to it. This is a great, great Fortress first seed.
T-Wags being accused of speaking Spanish, such a heinous accusation. He would never do such a thing. As it does look like it's a nice travel from the bastion to the from the stables bastion to the exit portal. So Blazer definitely not being counted out by the fact that he missed the treasure here.
Dafferade asking me to please say hi to his mom in Spanish. I don't have to say it in Spanish, Dafferade. Me and your mom talk quite often. She speaks pretty good English, so you could just say, "What's up? How's it going?" Was that mean? That was.
I was not expecting a your mom joke. So sure.
Today's Mother's Day. What's up to all the mothers out there? All the wonderful mothers that put in so much work for their kids that don't respect them. You the real MVP.
Yeah, shout out to all the moms in chat.
Never in my life. I've been watching too much Feinberg, dude. I'm playing SRG and have Feinberg on in the background. The amount of your mom jokes he makes is way too high. It's Feinberg's fault, dude.
I just, yeah, that was, I was not expecting that. Somehow you making it, that joke has thrown me off completely.
Bro, every time Feinberg picks up his phone, he's like, sorry, chat, I'm just texting all your moms. Give me a sec. And so I just fall. I'm sorry, Dapperade. It was supposed to be, your mom's a wonderful person. There wasn't anything mean about it. She's a wonderful woman. This sucks. We're running out of time here, and
I think at this point you're just stalling till the actual run starts.
Yeah, Ben, do you want to say something about the run?
Oh, do I? I'd like to say something about your mother.
Yeah, what about my mother, Ben? Huh?
I hope that she is having a great day, because it is Mother's Day in America.
It is.
And I've already offended people today. I'm not going for it again. So it looks like we're going into the last 5 seconds.
Yeah, I did. I called my mom earlier. We chatted for about an hour. It was a very nice Mother's Day convo. If you guys haven't called your mom today yet, and it's Mother's Day for you, what are you doing? Go call your mothers.
Very true.
Yeah. Anyway, we're starting off the run. The Blazer, Maljack, seed number 1. I think we're going to see a difference of bastions here. I think we're going to see a fortress first.
Yes, we are. Blazer opting to immediately get some flint so he doesn't have to worry about that down the line. Looks like it's going to be a boating setup coming out for Maljack, so he won't have to. Looks like he's 100% going to ignore the village. The axe indicates that he's going to be going for the boat into ocean things, so no village coming out from him likely. Blazer, on the other hand, using it to get his tools, going to get a supply of beds.
Sorry, I'm just thanking Dapperade in chat.
Yes, I'm glad that this is where the conversation's still at. I was worried that we might have accidentally moved on.
No, I'm not bringing it up on stream. We're supposed to pretend like it doesn't exist on stream. That's why I typed it, Ben.
But a good streamer always reacts to the chat.
Is that true? Should you react to Twitch chat? I don't know. Always? I don't know about that one, Ben.
Well, I'm not a good streamer, so I wouldn't.
I'll be honest with you. Sometimes chat says some really dumb stuff. But not you, chat. Whoever I'm talking to right now in chat, you're great. This chat, you guys are wonderful. It's the other chat I'm talking about. You guys are great. Don't worry. You guys are great. Anyway.
COD strats from Blazer.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
I don't like this.
You don't like COD strats?
I don't think
it's not bad.
I don't think it's the optimal strategy here. Like, on the other side, we've seen Maljack already looted and ready to enter here, whilst he's still messing around with villager occupations. Villagers in this version, they're even worse than 114. You still have the same trade RNG. With the fact that when you roll them, there's a percentage chance that it'll give certain trades, and obviously you only want one of the trades. So if you keep low rolling that, then that's annoying. But in 116, they added this awful AI where villagers will lock on to a block that they want to be their job and will just go towards it, even if you place a job block closer to them. So, not a fan. Also, dead COD, in case chat missed that.
And yeah, I think the biggest thing, I mean, COD strats as a principle aren't that bad. I like the digging down 3 blocks and placing the job block at the bottom. That's a way better way to consistently trade with villagers. But I think the key difference here is that you didn't need to do the village at all, as we're seeing from Maljack. If you just locate buried treasure, which you probably should do every scout and run seed, buried treasures are so absurdly good in scout and runs. yeah, Maljack just getting an incredibly fast nether entry simply because he located the buried treasure and did the buried treasure shipwreck. Totally skipping village and spawning in the fortress. Not the original intended route for this run, but now that I look back at it, it was a much better way to play it. And 6 rods already.
Yeah.
3.5 minutes in.
He's done before Blazer even gets into the nether.
Uh-oh.
Like, obviously it'll be the same rod rates on both sides, but this is just beautiful play so far. Opted for the shield to give himself the safe blazes, and as much as I stand quite neutrally on the shield debate, but I do think in this instance and in Scout and Route in general, with the fact that you're gonna be doing lower food runs, I think the less you can get hit, the better. So I think using an extra iron that you're not going to be using elsewhere to preserve the damage is a good decision.
Oh yeah, could someone change the title real quick? I could, but I'd have to open. I could, but does one mod want to change title? Thank you. Very cool. And yes, I am scared, Ben. I'm scared.
Do you want me to hold you?
Because there's a T-Wag bounty, let's say, for this tournament, where if any runner gets a sub 10, they immediately get $100 from my pocket. And Maljack is mining gold blocks at 4.5 minutes into this run.
Yeah, that's definitely an intimidating thing for you.
We try to balance.
On my end, that's pretty high.
That is pretty pog. Could be losing
already
$100.
In the Bastion. Didn't quite check how his travel preparations went, but immediately prepping the dig down instead of getting any of the other gold blocks. Gonna be grabbing that one there as well, but definitely has potential pace here. If he's going this quickly, would you like to see him use the bow for the stable perch?
If you enter end sub 8, yeah, you'd be silly not to use bow and arrow, because you're giving yourself maybe a 30% chance for the dragon not to perch and losing that $100. If you enter around the 9-minute mark, there's no way that bow and arrow is the correct play. So it depends when he enters. If you absolutely need to get a 50-second to 120 end fight, then do not use bow and arrow. If you need to get a 130 to 2-minute end fight to guarantee sub 10, then it's 100% the play, because it's very unlikely you wouldn't get the sub 10. So kind of depends.
Maljack's done here.
Yeah.
He has his full beds, collects, has enough obsidian, has an excess of pearls. He's ready to go. He's ready to travel. 6 minutes on the clock, just passed. Definitely looking at sub 10 pace. Did not pick up any arrows, I believe. So
okay.
Gonna be going for the high roll perch. But if he does perfect scouted travel here, then I think this is sub 10 anyway.
Yeah, it could be. Were there arrows in the chest? I'm always curious, because just in case he does enter, if he enters sub 8, it doesn't get the perch, then he only has himself to blame. But if there were no arrows in the chest, there were? Okay. I do love traveling. Wow, digging down at 7. The scouted travel is so close. This is not labeled as a sub 10 seed. This was not supposed to be a sub 10 seed. The buried treasure shipwreck we kind of found later, and so the seeds are kind of balanced around, an 11 to 12 minute time given average blaze rate drops. So every time we see a really good blaze rate drops, that's when the sub 10 potential happens, and this was literally 6 for 6. Oh my god, 7.5 minutes. Is he in the portal room? No way.
He's in the he's above it. He's in.
No.
Oh. Even got the extra rod, because it's a 2-eye. So he could have gone even faster here in a theoretical world.
God. Entering at 750. Oh, it's an open end. Oh,
this is insane.
Isn't it pog when the dragon just doesn't perch and just flies around majestically for a long time?
I'd be down for a nature documentary.
Let's just chill. He needs to stay close to the perch, Don't destroy any crystals. Just hang out with the dragon, dude. Give the Blazer a chance here. Is that 4 beds only? Oh, he has 2 minutes. Statistically, very likely the dragon's gonna perch. Probably like 60-70% of the time he gets this, but no crystals are down. There's still about a 30% chance. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god! No. That is... My hands are in the air right now. I am
God.
confused and angry and upset. This man has just played with my emotions on a cruel level.
Oh my
What in
god.
the world did I just watch?
Maljack literally on the fastest pace of the tournament. We have not seen anyone enter faster than that. I mean, his hands have to be covered in sweat and shaking in a tournament scenario with $100 on the line. And his hand slips off his shift key into the void. And the Blazer dies.
No! I wasn't even looking. I was just staring vaguely around my room in disbelief at Maljack. What happened to the Blazer?
He reset. The Blazer resets, dude.
See, the thing that's absolutely insane here is with the route that Maljack planned out, he can still finish. He's not even, half of the time isn't even done yet. His route was so good, he can run it twice.
I'm speechless. I can't believe it. Wow. So, did Maljack do... Oh, he did do a complete reset. He did.
Yeah.
I figured because he had... Void. Yeah, but he had all 12 eyes in the portal room. You just get beds. He didn't get beds from the village. You just get beds from the village and boat to the stronghold, right? Or go through the nether.
Well, you could also... Yeah, you can go through the... Yeah, actually, that was... Yeah, interesting reset.
I thought he was... I didn't see him reset. I thought he just respawned, was going to get beds, and then go. I mean, if he did it in 8 minutes the first time, he could just do it in 8 minutes the second time. Maybe he'll be there in 7 minutes this time.
Yeah, obviously last time got the extra blaze rod. So... Be interested to see if he makes more or less mistakes on the second time round.
Oh, God. His first run was insane. Oh, my prayers have been answered. My $100 are safe because of Maljack's unfortunate shift key.
Shift key.
His shift key's broken. I don't lose $100 today. Let's go. It was insane. He entered at like 7:30, dude.
I am still just...
Oh my god.
I am...
I hope he still wins. I mean, it's something we can all laugh at, but...
Yeah.
Jeez,
hopefully
dude.
This match doesn't go to sudden death. He very much out-routed Blazer here.
Did.
One silly mistake. Messing around with the Blazers here. This is already going to be a slower Blaze split, had less strays. And taking a bit of damage, going to rely on the second spawn. If he gets 3 on second spawn, then he's fine. If he gets 2 and has to wait for a third spawn, this is cutting it close. At this point, I think we can consider Blazer out of it. We've seen his strategy, we've seen the potential that it caps out at, and it's not capable of finishing again from when he died.
Yeah, it is.
On the side...
No, keep going. Sorry.
On the side of Maljack, we know he can finish. This is a race against the clock for whether or not he's going to give Blazer the chance of a tiebreaker.
Oh, he does only need 5. Yeah, Maljack got 6 first because... Oh, he already had 6 too. Yeah, he only needs 5. Wasn't it a 2-eye? He got 6 the first time and he had 2 extra.
And
he's just standing there. Yeah, but what I was going to point out is that if this does go to sudden death, if you have a perch set up and you have at least 4 explosions in the end, you're considered waiting for a perch and you get a head start. So while the Blazer may not be able to finish the run, if he gets to the end and sets up the perch, then anytime after that until the 20-minute mark does give him a head start, which is huge. So he still definitely needs to play for something. He needs to play fast.
Yeah, I think he's still, like, he forgot the flint this time around on his second run through, so it's going to be a bit slower of an enter, as, once again, like, Maljack over here making his way into the Bastion to get the setup. We're 13 minutes in. Like, this is still extremely doable. Blazer getting trolled by his kind, getting lit up. That is so many strays. That is, I think he dies here. He needs to place blocks because that is a ridiculous amount of mobs.
Yeah, sandwich from both sides, having to block himself off, a wither
Locked
right
in
behind
here,
him.
locking himself into the spawner.
Oh, the blaze.
Okay. Barely
Oh,
able
no. Ooh, and it blazes could spawn
to.
any
That's
second.
It. He
Yeah.
burns. Oh, no, he gets the food off in time. And then dies a second. I was watching on the stream, so I'm behind again. My bad.
Wait, yeah, you gotta watch the screen share. Wait.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know. I was looking at the wrong monitor because I was reading chat and then I spotted something and then I stuck on that screen.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I'm commentating behind time. On the other side, Blazer completely out of this. This is Maljack versus the clock.
Yes, I agree. The Blazer can hang out and keep playing for another 5 minutes, but I don't think he can reach the end. So if Maljack takes a death and has to reset or something, we will just go to sudden death. But Maljack has a chance, a very real chance to finish the run, but also all he needs is to set up the perch and he will have a good head start for sudden death. So, dude, imagine being so cracked that you literally just fall off and reset. Once you get to the end and you still finish a run, you finish 2 runs in 20 minutes.
I don't think there will be anybody that is not impressed if he manages to do this. His first run was insane. Completing Minecraft twice in 20 minutes is pretty impressive. Obviously, he died, right? But the fact that he could have beaten it twice in that time is very impressive.
Yeah, and let's be honest, none of us here, none of us in the booth, none of us in chat have such nerves of steel that we wouldn't make a silly mistake in a sub 10-minute run with money on the line. Very reasonable to be maybe a little shaky, maybe a little nervous. I mean, falling off the edge is not a mistake we usually see in RSG, but I would never choke any good run, Horsey says. We've all had our terrible moments, our embarrassing stuff, but yeah, actually making it up here and getting a comeback, I believe.
Blazer punching his way through cobblestone to enter back into the Nether.
Yeah, that is rough.
As we're going to see Portal Build 2 coming out from Maljack. Obviously worked correctly the first time round. Hopefully should happen again, as he will be able to enter the end again, likely around 17 minutes, which is just, it's insane. He's going to get a second attempt at the end fight after dying in the end and fully resetting.
Yeah, maybe Maljack thinking if he beats the game twice in 20 minutes, he gets $200. Not quite how it works. Close though, but yeah, again, has exactly 2.5 minutes to beat the game before the time interval.
Pretty sure he's going to have exactly 4 beds again.
Oh god.
He's going the other side. He's going to the other side.
I wonder if he's gonna go to the edge or he's just gonna stay on the end.
Oh, actually 5 beds. I'm bad at counting. So extra bed this time around, and he is setting up on the other side of the end, not returning to the ledge that brought him so much pain.
God, I hope he gets this.
Oh. All right. Wait. now we settle in for 2 minutes with the nature documentary. The wonderful natural dragon flying around.
Look at
It's
it go.
home.
Look at it go. Maljack looking behind him, looking over at the edge. Yeah, don't go over there. I really hope he gets it. Even if the dragon doesn't perch, he still actually has a minute cap on the head start in the end fight. But it does. We do see a perch. Please hit this. Please, Maljack. One bed to get the right height. Still pretty good damage. Looks pretty solid.
That's an awful third, but should be able to get on the
Good
fifth.
5 bed. Okay, thank you. Maljack still wins it. Not getting the $100, but still winning it. Thank goodness.
Minecraft twice in 20 minutes.
Let's bring it back here. Oh my god. All right, welcome back to the Booth Runners. Congratulations to Maljack. Basically beating the game twice in 20 minutes and giving us possibly the best tournament highlight of the entire tournament.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. You'll both of you will want to watch this one back. What a match.
Oh god.
Wow. Yeah, well, both of you taking death, but Maljack made it back. Made it back just in time. Take seed 1. We are going to just give him seed 2. Get right into the next one. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, chat. All right.
Sorry, I didn't see this is.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can let me know when you have those worlds ready. We'll just hang out and talk with chat while you're doing that. Already back. Yeah, chat, how are we feeling? How are you feeling, Maljack?
I'll have to go back and see chat's reaction to that one.
Yes.
A little bit gutted, a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I can't say that's ever happened to me before. I just let go of my crouch button like that, hanging off the edge. I think it was about to perch as well. That's the thing, I'm pretty sure it was about to perch. Like, that's why I was looking, I was like, oh, uncrouched to see if it was like...
oh, I see.
It was about to, and then I just fall to my end. I'm like, oh gosh.
It was.
I'm not sure what time it
tragically-
was. I'm not
it
sure how
was
much time I had left as well.
it's so much time. It was actually the fastest enter end we've
Oh,
had in the
no.
tournament. You entered at 7:30.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah. Wow.
gosh.
Okay, I'm ready.
That's
You ready? Okay.
crazy.
Okay. Well, with that, this one is going to be their non-village seed, and so with that, we can start C2 in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck. All right. They've been muted and deafened. Wow. That's going to be a tough one to
Yeah.
top.
It is. But I think on my end, I'm at least looking to hopefully see a better performance out of Blazer.
Mhm.
I think the village definitely hit him as a red herring with the fact that he tried to incorporate it, doing card strats, really did not work out in his favor. So I'm hopeful to see him pull out a better performance here and make it closer on even just the basic routing.
Yeah, I agree. I was hyping him up, and I think simply not doing the locate buried treasure command in the first one lost him so much time. Buried treasure and shipwreck are just such a faster run compared to standard village. So we'll see. I think I saw shipwreck, buried treasure, and ruin portal all within a few hundred blocks on this one. So there should be a couple options. We see Maljack entering the nether, spotting a housing bastion pretty quickly. And this one, let me check my notes. So in the overworld, there's kind of an option between a good buried treasure or that shipwreck and ruins portal that we saw. So there's a pretty much instant housing bastion, and there's kind of a buried fortress over here. A little bit annoying to get to, but pretty straightforward seed. Honestly, I don't think there's a second bastion option. But depending on your nether spawn, though, could be kind of nasty. Like that spawn from Maljack looks gross.
Yeah, definitely. Open terrain can be both a blessing and a curse. Honestly, potentially more of a curse when it comes to scouting route. In your average RSG run, obviously open terrain gives you better line of sight, allows you to see the structures that you're searching for, but when you know exactly where the structures are, you want those blocks to be able to get over there without having to bridge.
I don't know if there's TNT in the buried treasure. TNT is one of my favorites. Using TNT on dirt or netherrack, you get like 1.5, 2 stacks of blocks immediately. It makes it so much easier. I would probably prefer to go buried treasure with this one. I think this one might actually have a low iron buried treasure, if I remember correctly. So they may actually need a shipwreck as well, which slows you down a bit. But I didn't have this labeled as a sub 10 seed either. But the seed's kind of looking pretty good, to be honest. Let's see how far the travel is. 1,300 blocks.
I don't know if you caught Blazer's spawn here, but he got right above the housing. So that opens up the option for top down, which very good route, very strong. That route, sorry, I just screw you, Dupitable. Anyway,
taking your own advice, Ben. Always listen to chat, right?
Of course. So top down, perfect spawn for that. Going to allow him to get a pretty quick bastion, whereas I'd like to see Maljack try to search for a different entry here, because his current entry will force him, I think, more than likely into Fortress first, into Bastion, when if you search for a different lava entry, it would definitely make his life a lot easier.
Yeah, I think we're actually seeing an exact opposite flip from... Okay, I think we're seeing an exact opposite flip from last time, where they're just going slightly different routes. And I think the Blazers is going to be faster, and the nether spawn is crazy good. I mean, he's spawning like on the rampart. That's insane. I mean,
that's essentially as fast as you can go, because you can do...
What?
armorless top
Okay.
down.
I was like,
It depends.
Okay.
It depends on whether or not there is loot from the top chests that you want to access. Because the thing with top down is you want to clear out the top before you go down, because you don't want to have to go all the way back up.
Mhm.
So if there is stuff in that chest that you feel like you're going to need, then you do want the armor, you do want to be able to access it that way. But I expect him to potentially skip the chests. Well, I didn't quite catch what the Bastion loot was, though, so we'll have to see whether he opts for fastest possible trading.
What was the outcome of the last match? The Automat Eli won? Automat won that one 2-1, I believe.
Yes.
I don't know if the prediction worked. Or you mean the first match? Yeah, Maljack won the first one, but yeah, I am honestly kind of expecting sub 10 type stuff from the Blazer. I've seen pretty solid performances, and his route looks really solid. And this was housing. Yeah, I would imagine you want to get all the chests up top, but there are some tricky ways that I've seen runners get all of the chests from the top without aggroing the piglins, or get the majority of chests, from both ramparts, and then you mine the one chest and then go down. And yeah, I think an experienced runner should definitely just grab those first. There's most likely obsidian in there. Well, I mean, we'll see, but that's
well, the question becomes, if you can isolate what you individually want and need from the Bastion, then if you can access that without armor, then that's great. But if you need armor to get into that, then that might mess up his routing a little bit. Blazer hitting the perfect spawn, but we'll see whether or not, because I'm not quite sure how much gold they get from the treasure. I believe it's only 3, which means that he would have to loot a chest for the for armor going into it if he wants to de-aggro the piglins in that way.
Yeah, that's true. Could always risk it and go without. Maybe even if you have 2 gold ingots actually from the top ramparts, you can just head down from the top to the bottom, aggroing piglins along the way. Use a gold ingot at the middle before you drop down to the gold blocks, and then 1 gold ingot as you're mining your spot. And then you actually don't need gold armor for housing if you're doing top down or manhunt actually. So either way, what's your personal preference on top down and manhunt?
My personal preference, I honestly think I'm perfectly happy with either. I feel like top down generally gives the higher piglin count, but I also feel like it's a biased data size because of the fact that I generally tend to run top down. A lot of the times I find myself entering from that top section, so it makes it a lot cleaner.
Yeah, I've actually found a lot of piglins from manhunt. I think usually you get almost always you get more than 10, and so I think manhunt it's a lower chest number because you're getting 1 generic chest from the center, a double chest, and then you're looking to trade 9 gold blocks to get out of there. So I think it's a solid high roll route. I think it's the fastest housing route, which a lot of runners agree with. But top down, you're getting depending on how you do it, it's a little slower at the start, but you can get a triple chest up top and a double at the bottom. So you're almost doubling the amount of chests you're getting. Could give you a lot better obsidian. Like if you don't get any obsidian for manhunt, you're kind of screwed. So I think top down is much more consistent, and if you're getting a consistent 2-minute bastion with 5 chests, I'm very happy with that. So I really do like top down just for consistency's sake.
I think there's also an option with top down where with bastions at the complete top runner level, you're going for the high rolls, you're going for the minimum amount of gold traded with the most amount of piglins, so it's fast as possible, and you can leave and you already have everything you want. I think for your average runner, top down works really nicely with the fact that you can just break a chest, force them all down, and then actually double back and clear out the top part. Obviously, it's not optimal. It gives the piglins time to fully trade out that. And it's a nice supplement to your obsidian income and your gold income, even if you end up low rolling.
Mm-hmm. Plenty of ways to play it. As we see, runners got less than a minute left here. And thank you to Colin for the prime sub. We take those primes. Thank you, thank you. I guess before we get into the run, let me do a quick plug. If you enjoy what you're seeing, wow, this is some amazing gameplay. Holy, that last game was pretty epic, huh? There's no ads or sponsors, so you don't have to deal with any annoying stuff because 100% of the prize pool is from you guys. So if you want to see more events like this and you want the players to be excited about the runs and you don't want to see stupid ads, consider donating to the ESI prize pool. 100% goes to the prize pool. That's crazy. That's just
And
nuts.
this speech was brought to you by Pepsi.
Pepsi, it's great. Yeah, we see seed number 2, Maljack versus the Blazer. I expect to see, man, I really want to see Blazer just crush this run. I would not be mad if Blazer sub 10 on this one right now. Not at all.
I would be even less mad if Blazer sub 10 fell off the edge in the end and then did it again.
What if the Blazer falls off the end in this one? Yeah. Oh, that'd be good.
Oh, my bad. I did the advertising spot wrong. The cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi.
Already cursing Maljack. Well, who doesn't want to see a tiebreaker, though? Let's be honest. From what I've seen of the Blazers routing, I think it's sub-tenable. Honestly, purely because of nether spawn. It sucks that it's hard to route a correct nether spawn in a scout and run. But, yeah, as we're seeing a raid from the Automat PL himself. Hello, welcome raiders. We're starting into seed number 2. You guys just missed probably the coolest match of the entire tournament so far. If you want to go back in the VOD and watch what happened last match, I would recommend it. You could do it after this match even if you want. But Maljack was in the end with the fastest pace we've seen this tournament. Maljack in the end at 7:30 on a seed that I did not think was sub-tenable. I won't spoil what happens, but Maljack got into the end at 7:30. So you can watch the VOD after this if you want. You can watch my YouTube channel. I do highlights of all the matches, so that'll be probably out in about a week. There's a lot of matches to go through, so I do post highlights. So it's not spoiling. I'm just saying it was a high match. It got in the end at 7:30. They don't know what happens. But yeah, we see C2 here. Clearly Maljack did win that one. As you can see, it's 1-0, but this is potentially another sub-tenable seed as the Blazer has an incredible route. I did not scout this out. I did not scout this nether spawn. The Blazer is actually at 2.5 minutes into the run on top of a housing bastion. And there's a fortress about 1 or 2 pearls away. Yeah, you can actually see it over there. It's about 1 pearl away. Yeah, neither of these seeds are supposed to be sub-10.
All right, that answers the question of how he's going to handle the gold boots issue, and he's going to do manhunt.
Okay. Did he get everything from the top chest?
No, he looted a single top chest, which means that either there wasn't enough loot or he just doesn't value it. Gonna be breaking the chest here, going for manhunt. Look like the aggro might have been a bit dodgy there because of the pigmen, but not gonna go for, I don't quite know the names of routes, but gonna be going for just digging through, opting to dig through the wall here.
He's doing
not the full standard.
Yeah, we saw this route on week 1. The Blazer did, so it's a combo route to get the piglins at manhunt and the piglins above you in the ramparts to trade in the same hole. So instead of just trading right away, he's going to wait. Is he not making a hole at all? Okay, this is a different route. T-Wag's route. He's just throwing gold everywhere, dude. Wait, he had manhunt pig. Oh, okay. He's doing a double manhunt. Oh my god, Maljack. Oh my god, Maljack fell into lava. I completely missed it. I was watching the Blazers route.
Sorry, I was fascinated by that route.
Oh my god, we totally missed it. Thank you, chat. Yeah, Maljack falling in lava, dying.
We are awful commentators.
I'm
Very
just-
biased towards.
I'm mesmerized by the Blazers route here, so I didn't even see this. Yeah, that's gonna be a huge lead for the Blazer. I think, what a weird route, going from mid double manhunt housing.
Yeah, definitely didn't expect that one. Gets enough obsidian from the chest there, which explains why he ignored the top ones. Gonna be starting off on his pearl trades, has a bit of fire res, already good on string, already good on pearls.
Yeah, he's done.
If he's comfortable with his level of fire res, he can be leaving now.
Oh my
sub
god,
5.
he's sub 5, dude. How are these guys doing this? Yeah, the Blazer are a big fan of getting Manhunt Piglins and Rampart Piglins to trade at the same time, which has the downside of, you have to mine all the gold blocks first and then do a second setup for the Piglin hole. So it's a little slower to start, but very fast to finish up, as he had plenty of Piglins trading, gets all of his stuff really fast. Cool to see really wacky routes. And yeah, already had the fortress at 5.5 minutes in. Oh, the spotter's right here, dude. I think we're looking at back-to-back sub 10 potentials. Oh,
Yeah, I believe from his scouting, it did end up going 6 for 11. Opting not to mine out the spawner here, so potential low roll could screw his blaze split a little bit. But we'll have to see. Opting to mine wood, I would have preferred to see him mining out the spawner, then mining out the wood.
Oh.
But he's going to blaze bed.
Yeah.
Okay. I like this.
Yeah. Do that bed quickly. Yeah, I think you do need... Okay. I think you do need to mine that crafting table first. The bed explosion is destructive, so I think it has a chance to destroy your crafting table, so mining that first. Yeah, honestly could have done this after the first spawn and already had max blaze spawns and then mine some wood. But maybe that's kind of too many blaze spawns, because he's going to be kind of busy now.
It depends how much wood he already had initially as well. Obviously, you only needed the one block to get the first bed. But I don't mind this overall. The blaze bed definitely an optimization that makes sense to deprioritize the mining out. Gonna be, I believe that he has to run the rest of this on 3 mushroom stews. Actually collecting more mushrooms now.
Yeah,
it's
someone
a
asking,
little bit out of spawn rate.
Someone asking, where can I check when the other matches will play? Usually the exclamation point schedule shows you, but this is actually the very last of the scheduled matches that we have, believe it or not. So there are some leftover week 3 matches we still have to play next week, because Break the Record Live kind of took a lot of the players' time away. So we will keep you posted on Twitter. Yeah, if you keep Antoine's Twitter, keep checking that. That's really, there's going to be just 1 or 2 matches randomly throughout the next week. So we don't actually know when any of them are. But after that, we will take a little bit of a break, and then we'll get into the bracket. And the bracket stage, we're going to be organized. We're going to have a nice bracket. Those are going to be incredibly high matches. It's going to be 16-player double elimination. So we'll have a good schedule for you there. And yeah, Blazer are leaving at 8 minutes. Kind of unfortunate that the Blazer drops weren't as good. In order to sub 10, you do kind of need to get lucky on the Blazer drops. It's tough to do it with average Blazes, to be honest.
Alright, looks like if he gets his scouted travel here, then definitely still has potential. Doesn't have his beds pre-crafted, so will have a bit of time loss there.
Needs the eyes as well.
And his eyes pre-crafted as well. Also fails the perfect travel.
Yeah, caves are usually a good sign. Usually not too far. He does have to orient himself. So fastest
Yeah, this
dragon perch is, or fastest end fight is essentially 45 seconds. Fastest you can hope for. So we won't be seeing a sub 10, but very, very close and has plenty of time. Plenty of time to get the 1 cycle.
yeah, definitely going to be challenging his 20 best here, as we expect him to just be digging down into the stronghold. And yeah, should be up around the corner here. There we go. We'll be able to just quickly craft all of the eyes that he needs, and a 930 enter is very good.
Yeah, very solid play. That nether spawn helping him out a ton. No real major mistakes, I'd say. Maybe a minor mistake from that blaze bed. Not like super fast, but still incredibly solid. And yeah, he used... looked an enemy in there. Puts in a boat. He had 13 pearls. He could have made 11 eyes and entered with 2 pearls. But just, I don't know, it was awkward in his inventory. So he just crafted all of them. He only has 1 pearl now. And yeah, I think we've seen the Blazer do an east-west before. And I don't hate this strategy, but it's not statistically very fast. It requires you just to stay where you spawn, which is good because you're farther away from the perch. But the dragon, for some reason, doesn't have the same instant perching statistics on east-west than it does north-south. And then you still have to wait for it to circle the pillar. So waiting east-west, much slower, actually, compared to waiting north-south.
On the other side as well, just in case something goes wrong on Blaze's end, has been a very solid run from Maljack after his unfortunate death. 7 minutes in on this run attempt, so also shows that his strategy had very respectable pace. Is going to be finishing up and could be making his way, finishes his Blazes and is surprisingly not that far behind given that he took the death.
Yeah, actually leaving, I think, 10 seconds on before the Blazer on this run. I mean, not including the death. It would be 10 seconds faster than Blazer. So, you speed up a little bit once you've already played a little bit of the seed, though. So,
yeah, but if we see him get his get the portal room travel here, then we could definitely see both of them in the end. Perch should definitely come through first for Blaze. I don't think anybody's going to be contesting that, but definitely potential to make it at least feel quite a bit closer.
Chat spamming XFA for the Blazer, but the dragon is not hearing it. Either the Blazer needs to say it or chat needs to say it more. Oh, the dragon did hear it. Never mind. That is a perch. He's going to have to run it. He needs a good dragon hide here, and I think he gets it. Oh, we can't see the dragon's health. I can. Sorry. Good beds. Looks like he can finish it. He does. My bad. It's really hard with his resolution to know where the dragon is. So good 5-bed there from the Blazer. GG's. And it takes it about 12.5 minutes.
Credit to Maljack though, made it close even with the unfortunate start. And
yeah, welcome back, runners. Congrats to the Blazer. Maljack.
Congrats.
Taking an unfortunate death early on, almost coming back.
Oh,
very close.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, the big difference there was the nether spawn. Maljack actually, I think you guys went 2 different ways in the overworld. So Maljack had a really gross travel to the bastion, and the Blazer spawned on top of the bastion.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. That's actually nice.
Yeah, that was really good.
Kind of scout that. Yeah.
Kind of a flip from what happened the first run. So okay. GG's. We will give him C3, and we'll be right back, chat. All right, welcome back, everyone. This is the last seed of Maljack versus the Blazer, the last seed of today, and the last seed of this group. So this should be a good one. It's a wildcard seed, so Overworld's a little fun, a little interesting, a little different. And yeah, with that, hope you guys have fun with this one, and you can begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck. All right, runners are muted and deafened. I didn't ask for predictions about what style of seed this one is because it's not. There's just a lot of options. There's a lot going on in this seed. I really hope that the runners don't do the exact same strategy. So, first off, we're checking out the Blazer. It's a kind of an outpost seed. There's 3 iron and a couple logs from this outpost. Is that good? Not really. It's okay though. The next thing, we'll see him check the next thing. There's a lava pool and a desert temple. Let's check out the desert temple loot on Maljack's side here. Couple iron.
Triple golden apple in the desert temple.
5 iron, not too bad. From the desert temple, there's a ruined portal over here. If we look at the ruined portal, kind of nice, yeah. So this seed is a wildcard seed, not because there's anything crazy hype at the start, but because there's 4 or 5 structures that are like kind of nice. Nothing's too overpowered, nothing's obvious, and so I really don't know how to handle this seed. I did run this one for fun, and I chose temple and lava pool, but I could see a very good argument for village and ruined portal. Outpost lava pool, like there's kind of a lot. So how do you feel about these structures?
I think that my take would be ruined portal temple enter.
Okay, yeah, the ruined portal is kind of close to the village, but you would skip village too?
I think that the only reason you go to village is for beds and food. The only reason I'm going to the ruined portal at all is for food. If that's a valid option in the Nether, then I just do temple enter. Like, obviously, I don't have that knowledge ahead of time, but my instinct was the triple golden apple is a really nice food source. So that combined with the rotten flesh should be enough to get you through likely a 15-minute.
Yeah, 3 golden apples, nothing to scoff at. The extra damage it allows you to take, the regen it gives you, so, you know, it's unfortunately not the best actual food source. There's a lot of food sources that replenish food much better, but if you've just taken a good amount of damage, it not only heals you right up, it gives you extra damage you can take. Fall damage, hits here and there, so 3 golden apples, very nice. And yeah, I'll mention the Nether is also an option, so options galore in the seed, but there's a visible fortress off spawn, so potentially a fortress first. There's a buried basalt delta stables, which is kind of cursed. Any bastion in basalt is bad.
Double triple as well.
Yes, the other direction there's a double triple stables, which might be a little bit harder to spot, but yeah, I think the basalt stables might be a tiny bit closer, more convenient for the Nether, but yeah, that double triple stables is much easier and faster to route than the basalt one.
Yeah, oh wow, that is awful. Wow,
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
It is a single good gap though, so I think you actually just stay around the bottom, so it may not be that bad, but yeah, basalt just curses bastions.
I think the problem will be if you try to route that one, getting your 10 obsidian, because if you end up having to route up to the top in that stables, that will be a pain to actually achieve properly.
Yeah, I mean that Maljack's looking from his spawn to that double triple stables. And it's not that bad. It's maybe 100 blocks or so, maybe a bit further, but it's definitely manageable. I think if you did Fortress first, you would maybe consider the other Bastion, but going here first to this double triple stables, making maybe quick work of that, maybe a 130 Bastion, purling back across the origin to the Fortress, and then doing Fortress is probably the play. But this seed's kind of mean. Not because it's hard, but because there's so many options. There's so much to think about in this seed. It's hard.
I do like what Blazer's doing here. He is checking stronghold distance at both the spawner, and that is an amazing stronghold distance, at both the spawner and the bastion, to allow him to make the decision of whether or not he wants to do, of which one he wants to do first.
Yeah, very smart. That's something I learned much later. Now that we're doing more and more of this, the meta's kind of evolved, and getting location and the amount of eyes in 2 to 3 strongholds, I think, is absolutely the play in every scout run. So if you have a stronghold that's a little bit further away, but it's a 4-eye, I mean, that's such a huge time save. Oh, predictions? Do we need predictions? I could do them.
I don't believe it finished for the last one even.
Oh, prediction. Okay, choose outcome. Who won the last one? The Blazer, right? Yeah, the Blazer won the last one. Dude, people are gonna have millions of channel points, and I don't have enough channel point redemptions.
I mean, as long as you give them stuff to gamble.
It's just the gambling, yeah, that they like.
Yeah, gambling for the sake of gambling. People want to put down big splash the cash.
Mm-hmm. Predictions are fun. I was thinking when we get into the double elimination 16 bracket, it'd be cool to have some kind of bracket thing. You know how you kind of do in any major sporting event where you have a 16-player bracket and you kind of pick and choose to have people have.
Yeah, I believe you can. I believe you can open that up on challenge. You can have predictions come in there.
Oh, and people. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if someone could like predict the entire bracket.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see how people view matchups. Maybe even put in a little prize incentive for if you guess the entire one correctly.
The entire bracket correctly? That would be really hard to do.
Well, if it was easy, there wouldn't need to be a prize for it.
But yeah. See, I'm good with paying people for getting sub 10s because that's impressive AF. But like, I don't know, picking a bracket. I don't know, chat.
You think that guessing the outcome of over 30 matches, I want to say?
Do I want to pay chat though? That's the thing.
I mean, you don't want to pay anyone.
Well, no, I'm happy, you know, I lose money, but I'm happy seeing hype sub 10s. Like it makes it exciting. It's kind of worth it. But what do I get from paying chat? What do you give me, chat? What do I get in this relationship? Pay your mods. No, smile.
Why do you think I have to work a second job as a commentator? The T-Wag's moderation doesn't pay the same as it used to.
We pay everyone in friendship here. It's
yeah, it doesn't pay as much as it used to. You can't get as far on friendship nowadays. The economy's gone somewhere. We can see
Wait, someone Hall of Fame? Sped redeemed the Hall of Fame channel point redemption. That's the first Hall of Fame redemption we've ever gotten. Dang, I'm gonna have to have an intro and outro stream overlay now that has Sped's name on it. I have to make one now. Nice. How long did that take you, Sped? How long have you been in chat? Sped has been here for months and months. Wow, Hall of Fame, dang.
Alright. 9 minutes in, both players closing up their routes here. Maljack taking a quick look at the outpost. Doubt we'll see either player go there. I feel as if Temple is also going to be ignored. I wouldn't be surprised to see both players just quickly path Ruin Portal Village. I think it's a little bit boring, but I think it works the most naturally, because I think you most likely want to combine two of the structures together. No single structure gives you everything you need, apart from maybe the desert temple, but not quite sure.
All right, here we go. Tiebreaker seed number 3, Maljack versus TheBlazer. Can TheBlazer get a 3-0 in his group and dominate the entire group? We'll see. Maljack, if he wins this, could be sitting pretty good in the scores. Could be moving on very easily. Could actually be first, potentially.
Is it 2 people out of each group or 3?
For what?
Like, the make it out of the group, is it 2 people?
So first place automatically moves on and gets a bye round. Fourth place gets eliminated, and the second place has to play third place of another group. And we see, what is this we see on the Blazers screen, Ben?
Somebody in chat earlier said that everything that Automat did, he just places the word. Everything that Automat did, I predicted the opposite of, and Blazer clearly wanting to keep up that.
Going for the outpost. Let's go. I wasn't intending this, but whenever there's an outpost spawn, I always check it. Oh, boating off. Why have I never thought about just boating off? That's so smart. You get the wood and you make craft. That's so smart. Bro, I was like, oh, you could bridge off to the hill. Maybe there's a vine or water. You just make a boat. That's actually sick. And now it's travel over here is faster. Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, it looks like neither player going for the temple. Maljack opting as I lamely predicted and wrongly predicted for both runners.
But how? Okay, here's my question: how do you get the iron though on Maljack?
He only needs 6 total, which isn't an answer. It's a statement.
It's a statement. Technically, we didn't know the Bastion chest. There's very likely enough iron to make an iron pick in a Bastion chest. So technically, he just needs 4 for a quick entry. Might even have a light from the Ruin Portal already. So
he does have a light from the Ruin Portal.
So he could go in pickless and just kill Golem and get bucket. I got to imagine though, if you're going Portal Village back to the lava pool, I don't know if I would cave, because the temple has 5 iron. I guess Portal Village Temple lava pool is way too long, but like I don't know how else he's gonna get iron if he wants a pick here.
Gets free iron here as well. Not the end of the world because of the fact that he has the light, can still make the entry here. But I was interested that maybe they'd scouted the emeralds. I saw in the first chest there was some emeralds, but looks like it is just going to be a pickless enter. Gonna get a solid amount of beds, so not gonna be waiting on string at any point in time. But it is gonna be a pickless enter here from Maljack.
And the Iron Golem drop rate is random, as it is in RSG. That's one thing we wanted to keep the same as in RSG. It is a risk, and the Blazer does get rewarded with 5. He doesn't need it, though. I think that 2 iron might just go to waste. He has a light. He's got the 3 iron and a pick already, so he actually only needed 3. But and Maljack is going temple. Yeah,
he's going late.
Yeah,
I don't like this.
It seems like a lot.
I think it's necessary.
Oof.
I'd like to see him just get the iron and leave here.
Yeah, I agree. That's what he's gonna do.
But yeah,
he spent too much time. But I mean, it's faster to get the iron than mine, though. You know.
He should have a pretty similar enter here. This seed is designed to make your head hurt because of how many options there are.
Yeah.
I think that any route that includes 3 of the structures is kind of questionable. I guess technically Blazer also did that with the outpost portal into Enter, but he is going to be behind as well on the pace.
Yeah, pretty similar. I think Blazer started a bit earlier on the stream. Yeah, Blazer is about 10 seconds ahead on his timer, so he's actually even further behind. But yeah, really, yeah, I was thinking, you know, it pains you to only do 2 of these 5 options, you know, including the lava pool in the overworld. There's 5 things you can visit, so maybe just do 3 of them. But yeah, both of them opting to go 4 different things and different ones. So Blazer will just do the outpost, whereas Maljack did a temple with no TNT. So pretty similar
Maljack
in the end.
Getting beat up by the gas, dodging the fireball, but losing a good chunk of his health bar here. No gold armor going into the Bastion. Both of them are routing Bastion first, I believe. No, wait.
The Blazers speed bridging to Fortress first with 3 blazes shooting at him. There's no way. I mean, you could 2RD a little bit of this, but those close blazes are still going to be rendered. Wow, really forcing Fortress first here.
This man has balls of steel.
Jeez, dude. Into 3 withers? 4? Dude, this guy's crazy.
It looks like likely from that pathing as well, he'll do Fortress first into the Basalt Bastion.
Yeah. The Basalt Bastion is easier to access compared to the other one at Fortress first.
No shield coming through from Blazer either, so good thing that he did. I think if you're going to do shieldless, then I guess the actually wait, that's a good point. He needs to get some wood from this Crimson here, because if not, he is not going to have enough for the beds. Gonna be a little bit of forethought that he's gonna have to put in. Actually, he has beds from the village. Ignore me.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, wood was pretty scarce on this one. Most of the overworld wasn't desert. You start in Savannah, but most was desert. So yeah, they've all got plenty of beds to finish the game, so they don't need any more wood. And
Actually going to go for the late shield here, as not quite sure. Is this? Yeah, he is doing double triple, but then just has a weird group outside.
And I don't know if Maljack checked the trades, but the runners are advised on exactly what the bastion they're looking at is guaranteed to give them which trades. So they know if they're looking at a double triple top staples, and it is chosen as the intended bastion, which I believe in this case it was the intended bastion, that the trades have already been checked to give them with all of the chests at least 10 obsidian, at least 16 pearls, and at least enough for 4 bed/anchors. So Maljack knows he doesn't need the gold from underneath. As we see a nice little cactus that the Blazers set up. I didn't know you could actually just put a cactus like that. That's kind of cool. Oh, where's Geosquare, dude? Oh, Geosquare would love this. That's so cute. The Blaze Rod.
Oh,
no.
that's... yeah.
That was a 6th. Oh no, the Blaze Rod.
Yeah, gonna be looping back around. It looks like he chose to do a single trading hole for both sides. I'm not quite sure if he even got the second section of the double triple, but has enough pearls. I'd assume with this amount of trades that he has more than enough string. He has fire res. Why isn't he leaving?
I don't know. What is he waiting for?
The next trades.
What?
As he now heads on out. Has the fire res, so gonna have a better split there. But it'll be interesting to see how his travel works out.
Okay.
That's a nice pearl.
The Blazer aggroing 3 Endermen. He's actually aggroing Enderman in between axe hits. Actually pretty efficiently getting pearls there. He will only get 1 out of 3. But this pearl could really help him reach this difficult bastion. Yeah, up this terrain. Oh, dude, the Blazer's correct!
He does not shy away from parkour.
Oh my god! This guy's nuts!
We are going to see Maljack pearl straight to the spawner. Beautiful landing.
Very nicely done.
The grace and finesse of a ballerina.
Well
Wonderful
put.
to watch.
Well said. Oh, Maljack. Ben was saying your skills were akin to a ballerina. It was beautiful. We'll tell him after. Did I miss a frontside blaze bed? I feel like it did.
I believe you did miss a frontside blaze bed.
I did
and
miss
I
it.
also did, but it's your fault.
Yep. True. Fair.
I'm not a fan of it given this layout. I like blaze beds and TNT and any sort of method of opening it up in pure inside spawners or ones that come with at least a backup natural roof. I think with these outside spawners, the railings are really important to making sure that you can actually keep your blazes in check.
Yeah, he's putting a layer of nether brick to the side here. That kind of helps. So I've always thought, I've never tried this, so maybe I shouldn't bring it up in a tournament where there's really good runners, but just doing topside blaze bed regardless in an open spawner, and then actually going towards the back of it and just making a little platform for yourself that kind of goes out along the corners. Because if you hit the blazes back towards the entry pathway to the spawner, you don't really need a backboard. It might just be too Pepega though, but it's a way to do a topside blaze bed in a an open spawner without needing a fishing rod or anything. So I might try it out a few times. Maybe it'll be good. And
Blazer looking a bit tentative here. Gonna be barely making his way through. No armor really is hindering him here.
and Maljack
And
already done.
if I remember correctly, his travel was back over by the fortress as well. So he's going to have to double back. As he's setting up his piglin trading.
That's a
and
weird way
Maljack
to
is
do it.
on his way out.
Huh. It's kind of a strange way to do good gap on the bottom there. Still works though. An interesting way to drop the 3 pigs down from above, but hey.
Blazer definitely not shying away from his unique routing.
Yeah, I love it. It actually kind of reminds me of the original method I used to kind of dig him down. I blocked off the side and then dug him down from that side, so... Oh, nostalgia. T-Wag route. And Maljack here, it won't be a sub 10. This one was, you know, I don't want to give sub 10 seeds every time. This one was more of an interesting kind of like crowd pleaser seed because it's very cool to see the different routes they're taking. And Maljack's nether route very much paying off.
Yep, has the good entry here. Will be able to get in. Did he get... Okay, he did get 5 this time. Last few matches we've seen him overcompensate on the blazes, but 12.5 minute enter. Nothing to look down at.
Can you
He'll
believe
be able to set up for the perch.
on the first seed of this match, Maljack entered the end 5 minutes before this?
Yes, I can.
5
It's
minutes,
more
dude.
it's
That's
more what
crazy.
followed that I find unbelievable.
That's almost the half of this run, dude. That's crazy. That's a third of this run that he was in end before. I'm just amazed at the first run. So unfortunately, not going to see bow and arrow again. I'll say it every
Has an
time.
insane amount.
I'm
of
a
bets,
broken record. If you enter end a minute before your opponent and you use bow and arrow, you are nearly 100% guaranteed to win the match. Did you know that? Crazy. But he is very far out here. Like he's giving the dragon very good odds of perching. I like to see runners get really far out. You know, potentially missing the perch, but you gotta risk it sometimes. Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
the Blazer's out.
Oh, is he going to a different stronghold, or did he travel all the way back across and we missed it?
I don't know. He didn't leave Bastion that long ago, so I think his nether exit was actually
He's
quite
hitting
close to Bastion.
surface. Yeah, I'm guessing he must have gone for the Bastion. Decided against the doubling back. I think I would have really liked to see, if this was his chosen exit point, I would have liked to see a Bastion first into Pearl Hang.
Yeah, it would have been
Birch coming
cool.
through
And,
Maljack.
plenty of beds from this village. First bed just to get the right height. Looks like a 5-bed probably. Well played. Well played. Maljack getting a clean sub 15. Good. Very well done in the nether on this one. And Maljack will go... is this 2-1?
2-1.
I think it's 2-1 and Blazer is 2-1. It's actually
Triple
a tie.
2-1, going to be interesting to see. Not quite privy to how the tiebreak system's going to work, but
Wait, no, isn't that?
we'll
That's
see
impossible. No, that's impossible. Isn't it?
it's
no,
triple
unless
2-1
someone
and
03s.
103. Yeah,
Is someone 03?
Thunderfall went 03.
Oh, I forgot. Okay. Bring the runners back. Sorry, my bad. Welcome back to the booth, runners. Congrats to Maljack for taking that one. Very cool.
GG's.
Yeah, Maljack. You guys took a pretty different route in the overworld, but ended up entering pretty similar times. And Maljack's nether was just really clean, really good. What do you guys think of that?
I didn't know how to root that seed.
Yeah, it was very hard. Very hard seed. Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, Maljack, how'd you feel about your overworld and nether, I guess, in that one?
Yeah, there were so many options in the overworld. I was super considering doing one of those towers as well. The what's it called?
Outpost?
The outpost. Yeah,
Yeah,
with those 3
Blazer
iron.
did the
I
outpost.
really wanted to. Yeah, I really wanted to, but I looked at the sort of food situation, and that was the only reason why I wouldn't. I couldn't find enough mushrooms to do enough like sus stews for the run, so that's why I opted for the village. But yeah, a little bit of further away in terms of the structure distance from each other, so definitely a bit of a tougher seat, but enjoyable. I liked it.
Very cool. Blazer doing outpost first and making a boat and boating down from above. I've never thought of that. That's so smart, dude. I was so impressed with that play. That was really cool.
That's so cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I misplaced 2 of wood.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, the 2 logs. Yeah, that's true. Great matches. Thank you guys so much for playing. You guys are both 2-1 in your group, so I believe we have a little tiebreaker action that Antoine and I are going to have to sort out, because I believe, Ben is saying there's 3 of you that are 2-1.
2-1.
So we're going to have to figure out, but all 3 of you will be moving on. The first place moves on automatically. Second and third, you'll have to play another match. So regardless, we will see more of both of you. So yeah, thank you guys for the runs today.
Thanks so much for commentating and organizing it all, and chat as well. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And
GG and thank you.
GG's Blazer. GG.
Yeah. And
GG.
Ben, thank you for commentating. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you for having me.
All right, chat. We're gonna take it to a quick intermission and raid one of these guys. Let's see. Yeah, Maljack, are you still streaming? I guess.
I won't be.
Okay. Blazer, are you streaming still?
No, I'm
Okay.
going to rest a little bit.
Fair enough. It was a very taxing match. Okay, we'll throw a raid to someone. Thank you, chat. We don't have any matches scheduled yet, so keep an eye on Antoine's Twitter. We'll let you know when they happen. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.